Hello everyone, this is Yoan, and today I would love to share the Clustered Quilt project with you. If you've got quite a bit of fabric scraps and looking for a fun and creative way to get rid of them, this quilt might be just for you. I love making scrappy quilt because it is fun, economical, not to mention the satisfaction that you will get as you see all of those leftover fabric being weaved together into a beautiful quilt. The finished measurements of this quilt are about 69.5 inch wide by 72.5 inch tall, and the measurement of each block is about 9.5 inch square. You can go get the PDF pattern at YoanSewingStudio.com. It's free and I will put the link somewhere in the description box down below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's jump straight into it. The first thing that we're gonna do is to cut all of the fabric pieces according to the cutting instructions. The key here is to have a balanced composition between the dark, medium, and light fabric, and neutral is your best friend. So when you're in doubt, just add more neutral color, which will kind of balance everything out. But again guys, no need to think too much about it. Simply follow your eyes and your creative instinct. Arrange the fabric pieces just like shown on the screen right now, or you can refer to the PDF pattern. Now we're gonna piece these fabrics together one side at a time. As usual, the seam allowances are scant 1/4 inch. If you've got 1/4 inch presser foot, I highly recommend that you use that because I found it to be most accurate for piecing the quilt. Press the seams as you go, and you want to press it towards one side. Now let's sew Unit A and Unit B together. So what's great about this is you don't need to match the seams. Pinning is also not necessary, but if you prefer to pin them, of course you can do so. Press the seams towards one side and make in total of 56 blocks. When you lay out the quilt blocks, on each row you want to alternate the position of Unit A and Unit B, just like shown on the screen right now. Lay them out in 8 rows, and each row should have 7 blocks. Once you've laid out your quilt blocks, let's go ahead and assemble the quilt blocks together one row at a time. You don't have to pin or match the seams for this. What I do is I match the bottom edges and then stitch. And of course you want to alternate the pressing direction so that later on when you join the rows together you can nest the seams nicely. Alright guys, once you've done joining all the quilt blocks together, it's time to add the border. The pattern called for 3.5 inch wide borders. Nonetheless, feel free to modify it yourself. You can make it wider or narrower. It's totally up to you. Alright guys, once you've attached the border, you wanna move on and continue the rest of the steps of the quilting, from layering it with the quilt batting and the backing, and then quilt as desired. As usual, I love free motion quilting. This time I do meandering wavy line, pretty much echoing to make a shape of a rosette flower sort of. And then finish your quilt with your favorite binding method. If you want to see my version of binding tutorial, you can go check that out. I will link the video in the description box down below. And there you have it guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and will give this quilt a try. And I shall see you next time. Goodbye.